Hey, wealthy people, welcome back to Know Your Money, where we talk about financial ups and downs in the economy, personal finance, and where I drop financial gems here and there. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Y'all, some of us might be getting ready to face some pretty lean times, okay? But we gonna make it. We gonna make it, and I'm gonna show you how we gonna make it, okay? We gonna make it just like they made it back in the day. There was a family that was friends of my family, okay? And they lived not too far from where I live. And I was friends with their children. And there was a lot of them down there too. And they didn't have much. None of us had much. Tell the truth about it, okay? But there was never a time that I could go down to that house and I didn't smell something good cooking out that woman's kitchen. And I'm talking about every time I went there, all right? I'm going to tell you how you do it. You're going to do it just like she did it back in the day. And you're going to see it through, okay? You're going to have beans. You're going to have greens. You're going to have rice. You're going to have cornbread. And the last thing, potatoes. If you can cook those five on a regular basis, you will feed yourself. You will feed your family. I'm here to tell you it's a variety in those five. All right? Get you some onion. You're going to need that. And a little garlic, okay? And some season. Notice I didn't say nothing about no meat. If you get meat, that's fine. That's just icing on the cake. I'm talking about basics, right? To feed your family and see us all through. You got all kinds of beans. You got pinto beans. You got red beans. You got black eyed peas. You got split peas. You got all kinds of beans you can make. You got green beans you can make. You got rice, brown rice, Mexican rice. You got all kinds of rice, okay? You can cook these things. Cornbread. Got it? These are the things that you are going to cook. Potatoes. You can make those potatoes all kinds of ways. You can make French fries. You can bake them. You can slice them up and put a little something with them and have them just steam down. I'm talking about getting some bellies full. Okay? And see us through this recession that they're saying we about to come into. You can make it. You can make it.
Doing this one specific thing is going to save you so much money. I promise you. The first thing is you need to be shopping for your groceries weekly. And the reason you need to do it weekly instead of bi-weekly or even monthly is because then you have to put meat in the freezer. When you have to put meat in the freezer, you automatically guaranteed at least one time a week, you're going to forget to take that meat out before you go to work. Then you're going to say, oh my God, we have nothing to eat. I don't know what we're going to eat. Now you're going out to eat. And if you're a family of either 2, 3, or 4, you're probably, at least you're spending more than $30. Which is probably half of a week's worth of groceries. So just think about that next time you go to the grocery store. Like, the way to save money is if you shop weekly. I shop every single Sunday. All my meats that I get go right into my refrigerator. Nothing has to go into the freezer because it's not going to go bad because I'm using it immediately. I used to shop bi-weekly. Everything was in the freezer. I didn't even know what I had. I would forget all the time. We're working moms, working parents. It is hard to remember, oh, take this out for dinner when you're trying to rush out the house with kids. So do yourself a favor, save some money, shop weekly, and also go to Aldi because that's where I go and I save so much money. Okay, bye.
I spent $125 on meat, and yeah, that's a lot, and you can see I didn't get much beef because that was really high, but I did get chicken, and guess what? I made 20 separate meals out of this. And really, I bet you could make this go a little bit farther, but I need 1.5 to 2 pound bags for each one of our meals because we are a family of 5. I'm a big fan of buying our meat in bulk because I just know we're going to use it. We do ground beef once a week. We do chicken once or twice a week, but we also do a meatless night once a week as well, and a fish night once a week as well. So all of this over the next couple of weeks will be used up. And honestly, it just feels nice to have a stockpile of meat in our freezer. Feeding a family is expensive, especially when you want to feed them great meals. Also, if you see meat on sale, it's good to stock up on it. I wasn't planning on buying a ham, but this one was $10 off at Costco. I still had a year till expiration, which we'll eat this in a couple of weeks, but lunch meats and soups, and then I even saved some for beans. Grocery prices, and I mean meat prices, let alone, be wilding out. And it's only going to continue, but this mama, she has a plan. I'm going to continue to watch the sales, get things on a cheaper price, and keep the fridge full.
If you think the price of groceries are asinine right now, then this video is for you.
I'm gonna try to make this short and sweet because I am on my lunch break. I just went and ran an errand and I haven't eaten yet and I'm getting a little hangry. And of course I got a little Alani. But I want to talk about the 3 most important ways that I have found out to save money when grocery shopping. One, who is wanting to cut down on your grocery bill, or 2, just stay on a budget. Then these are definitely going to help you. It was kind of going to be a little bit chaotic because that's just who I am and I get distracted easily. But the first thing is check your kitchen inventory. I want you to go to your pantry, see what you have. Go to your refrigerator, see what you have, because there's no sense in buying more things if you don't need them. I used to be very guilty of just buying, oh, I think I need cheese. And then you get home and you have 7 bags of shredded cheese. Do you need 7 bags? No. Will you make use of it? Yes. But that's not the point. Or butter. Oh, I think I need more butter. Nope. You go home and I use stick butter. So you got tons of sticks. So there's number 1. Number 2, meal plan. After you do your inventory of what you have, meal prep your grocery list. Start planning dinner so you see what you have and what you can work with. That saves so much money when you're trying to stay on a budget. Number 3, I know y'all are gonna think I'm crazy. Make a grocery list and take it to the store with you. Making a grocery list after you meal plan and see what you have, I swear it changes the game because I stick to my list and I don't try to stray from it. Now, every once in a while, there'll be like something I forgot that I needed and I'll see it. Or if something's major on sale, like the other day I got smoked sausage. It wasn't on my list, but it was buy one, get one free at Meijer. So of course I bought some. And it was at a good price. So those are the top 3 things that I do when trying to stay on a budget. Hope that, this video finds you and you stick to it and it helps you stay under budget because the price of groceries are just insane. So I stumbled upon this girl, Nicole, and she only spends $300 a month, goes shopping once a month, spends $300. And she has truly inspired me to knock down my budget and use what I have. Oh, another tip. A lot of things I bake from scratch or I make. If I have all the ingredients or know how to do it, I'm going to make it and then it'll save me money and that's less things that I have to get on my grocery list. Now it's not for everybody, but so we'll make it it could be number 4. So really there's 4 tips, I guess. So there's that. And I love being in the kitchen. So anyway, okay, I'm going to go eat my food. Bye.
All right, you animals, I'm going to teach you how to go grocery shopping on a budget. Let's do this. First of all, stop shopping at Whole Foods. Stop shopping at all the fancy places, especially since Whole Foods was bought by Amazon. That place sucks anyway. The produce is always bad. Find a bargain. So we're going to fucking Aldi. Shit, I forgot a quarter. I need a quarter. Damn it. We're ready. So to shop effectively, you need to break it down into 3 categories: produce, meat, starch. Let's start with the meats. The trick is to buy the big shit. Stop buying pre-cut steaks. You want to buy stuff like this. Look, this is a chuck roast. This is way cheaper than the other beef, and you can break this down into steaks, tenderloins, stew meat. I'm going to show you how to do that. So this is $6 a pound versus this is $13 a pound, okay? And the difference is not that drastic. Same thing with ground beef, all right? The higher the fat content, the cheaper it's gonna be. But if you render this out and drain the fat, then it's not gonna be as fatty. So we're getting the bulk, $85.15. It is $5 a pound. Now, if you get the leaner one, $96.4, this is gonna cost you $7 a pound. That's the difference. You save money in the little stuff. This chicken's $3.49 a pound. What we're gonna do is get the whole chicken, because it's $1.50 a pound. I've showed you how to do this on my TikTok already. Now let's get our produce, our fresh veggies. The trick with this one is we're buying bulk, okay? Get the bag of onions and keep them in a dark place that lasts you for a while. Whole bag of potatoes, $3.50. Bag of apples, $4. $4. You see what I'm saying? Buy it in bulk, damn it. Go to Costco, go to BJ's, get the big bag of shit. Bag of spinach, $1.50. With the spinach, the trick is, I know it goes bad really fast. If you're not going to use it, throw it in the freezer and you can use it for smoothies. Bag of spinach. Also looking for deals. If you see a deal in the store, just get it. 2 for $1, try it out. There's plenty of recipes you can mess with to make different things. You can see things like this, the pre-sliced fruit. Don't waste your money on this stuff. They mark it up. This is more expensive than buying an entire watermelon, and it's like 8 slices of watermelon. Don't buy this shit. See how big those are? it's $4.50. If you buy the pre-sliced one, the pre-sliced one is $4 itself. Same with these. These pre-made salads are trash. They're garbage. They're always wilted and gross. They're way too expensive. It's $3, and you can buy the ingredients to make a salad for less than that. Don't buy pre-shredded cheese either. This is way more expensive than buying a block of cheese. If you buy the block, it's cheaper. Also, did you know that in every bag of shredded cheese, they put a chemical in there to keep it from coagulating so that the cheese doesn't melt in the bag? If you want meltier cheese, that ooey gooey shit, you need to shred it yourself. I believe in making your own stock at home, but it's always good to have a backup. So get yourself some chicken broth, some veggie broth, and some beef broth. These are $1.95 a piece, and you can do a lot with broths. So make sure you have broths in your fridge. Get a giant bag of rice. I can't stress this enough. And always buy parboiled. What that means is it's already been cooked a little bit, so it's not as starchy, and it'll cook faster. If you're buying these, the 90-second things, they're full of weird shit, and they don't taste as good, and they cost way more money. Buy a big bag. This will last you for a very long time, and this is $3.50. As far as snacky foods go, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna gatekeep this one. I'd be lying if I'm not gonna get some peanut butter pretzels, because I want some peanut butter pretzels. So, is it in the budget? No, shut up. And one of my favorite cheat meals is all these original thin pizzas. These are ridiculously good, and they're like $3 a pop, so leave me alone. $139, and I got enough food to feed my entire family for at least 8 days. So if you buy things the right way and you stop shopping at shitty places like Whole Foods where they jack up all the prices, it's no better than this. I promise you, as a chef, the produce at Whole Foods these days is terrible. So find yourself an Aldi, a BJ's, a Costco. Look, $139. This is how you do it, everybody. Pay attention. Learn how to shop and save money while doing it. That's the Recession Chef.